behind this lone druid. Like, it's disgusting.
Yeah, and he's moving into a BKB. Like, he has Manta, and you could fight arguably if you're RNG. If you get on top of Paparazzi and ravish him before he pops his BKB, you can take him down. It's not impossible. It's just that it isn't easy as well, because you have this bear always going front. You look at all the 11, like, he's literally raking the smoke.
Pops that pipe, onslaught forward, looking for Somnus to pulverize. Undergod Draft is going to get used pretty early with the BKB coming out as well, so Laguna Blade on the Kaka. Hand of God's not going to do anything to keep him alive, and now they'll unleash. They'll look after Chalice. Chalice moving into a position, or at least trying to find the right position to get a Ravage off and do something, but Onslaught again, Kraken Shell pops, they'll get the kill on Old Oven, they'll take out the Primal Beast. Still though, these heroes, or well, just Chalice is a little bit low, and it's an okay trade.
Considering how the fight started, this is a really good spot for RNG at the moment. Even Kaka is respawning. They might even take this fight and win it if XG is not careful. So basically what happened there is, I don't know if you noticed, but they did exactly what we expected them to. Both Tiny and Tide blinked instantly where Lina sort of was. The problem is she popped the BKB instantly, so it didn't work. They couldn't ravage, they couldn't blow her up instantly. So they had to kind of move back and back, but
money to burn.
That ravage still clipped everyone on the side of Xtreme Gaming. So it gave them enough time to kill off the Primal Beast.
Yeah, he's back again, and oh boy.
They're smoked up, going in.
The Shadow Blade and dust. They don't even have dust, like... It's really surprising that they don't have the reveal, but DY, he'll fall. I caught out of position. That Smoke ends up working out, like they at least get one.
Well, it's a big one as well. Position 4/5 Omni-Knight. It's not the greatest one, but they didn't also waste anything big. The smoke is a big waste, obviously. Besides that, no big ultis, nothing like that. But they are demonstrating a way for them to crawl back into the game, however, right? Like, they can still take these fights, and it does get easier once they have BKBs. One problem that I see for XG, one problem that was apparent in that last fight as well, was no BKB on Primal Beast. He went for this Hood, Sanjan, Kaya or whatever build, which is also solid, but he's not invincible. I feel like literally, if he did the same play when he rushed high ground, but with the BKB, RNG wouldn't be able to do anything.
Do you think they've done enough to, like, bring it back at all? Like, is this really bringing it back? Is this really giving them hope? Or is it just like, okay, we're waiting for next Aegis on Xtreme?
No. It's definitely giving them hope. It's like, it's not even... I don't think that they're even that worried like we are. They have ways to win fights. It's just that they have to execute very damn well. Either bait out the BKB on Lina and fight afterwards, or blow her up with Tiny Tide combo before she even pops the BKB. Like, there are ways of winning fights. It's just that 70-30 or something like that.
Radiant are scanning.
Looking to come over. I mean, they're not smoked or anything. They have dust this time around. But I guess they have Zoo. Like, they do have dust on both their supports this time around.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So we'll see. We'll see what they can do.
Here comes old 11. Leave my outpost.
Interesting to see what old 11's gonna do.
Triple fire.
Avalanche out with the BKB being popped by Paparazzi. They'll go after the Tiny. You'll get the damage coming out of the Kaka. It's very quick that they get at least that kill. Anything more.
If RNG managed to reset this fight, which they can, the only problem is Rosh is up. So they don't have time. But Rosh is up, and Lina doesn't have a BKB. Like, I think this might even be an opportunity to go without timing. 11 goes in.
He's in again, pulverized, this time on a Chalice. They've got the Unleash, and that's the extra damage they need to get the kill into the Tide. They'll find another X Nova, and they just continue to get these pickoffs one after the next.
Now going for that outpost. It's necessary because you need it for Tiny and everyone else to buy back, go in and fight, right? At the same time, while you're doing it, you're not avoiding anything. You're too worried that you will be initiated on. So the clip ward is there, the other ward that's a bit deeper in the jungle is also there, scouting you out.
This fire will never go out.
Like I said, 70-30. There are definitely ways for RNG to take fights, but they're like they need to come off of some big outplays. And right now those outplays are becoming even more difficult as Lina has an Aegis. With that Aegis, you can't even afford, like, now you have to bait out the BKB and kill that Aegis off without using your big Ravage.
Right.
If you can manage to do that, then perhaps you can save the Ravage for her second life in a fight, but this is pretty much science fiction territory.
It could definitely be science fiction. Also, by the way, they put the shard on the lone druid. Get that much stronger.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Look at that, look at that go, man.
Yeah, not really that great. Avalanche with the toss. The bear
No BKB on it.
is safe.
Yeah. Great TPing back, he's gonna heal up. One of the reasons why they're not buying BKBs on these scores, or why they're getting them a bit later than usual, even though they're playing into a Zeus and Tide, obviously, it's the Omni Knight. It's the Omni bait, I like to call it. Well, I don't need BKB, I have Omni Knight here. He's gonna Heavenly's Grace me and I'll be fine, right? Like, he's gonna dispel everything off.
Right.
Then both you and Omni die. But so far, DY has done a pretty good job at saving his allies. So.
Fuel for my fire.
Doing a good job himself of surviving. Also, RNG also have just 5 kills. 3 of which are on PYW.
Died on the side of XG so far. Who's the noob?
Dire's top
Old
barracks
11 died once, PY once, PYW 3 times.
The PYW is the... Okay. If they lose the qualifier, you know who they're looking at.
Yeah. Just so.
It's always a joke, you know, when you're winning a game and like your team has won that, it's always that guy that's getting kicked.
He's the one who led us astray. See if they can go. Onslaught in all the way deep. Old 11's in pretty far. And honestly might be in a little bit too far, but he's got the BKB. He'll trample on top of Somnus, and eventually he'll go to the Pulverize. The BKB off, it's just an easy kill. He's in too far, though, so he's going to die afterwards. But at the same time, the mid-set racks are gone, and the bottom set is next. It's everybody's attention.
Does it amuse you how broken that is? Like, he is literally in their fountain while their Raxes are falling, and they have to deal with the derp. Oh,
Ravage comes out. Maybe they could do something with this. They'll try their hardest. They get the Kona Ru immediately, but Paparazzi's the real damage dealer at the moment. Right clicks in, Ghost ends up falling. He doesn't have buyback. The buyback was used by Somnus, who was taken out earlier by Old 11. And Chalice trying to keep up, trying to get a kill here on the DY. They've also got the toss back on a Paparazzi, so 4 heroes around the Lina. They'll have the damage. Paparazzi doesn't have mana. They're going to buy back on these heroes, and they'll take out the Aegis. Top 2IW with them. Can they stay long enough? They'll try to kill off Paparazzi once again. PYW goes under the back line, looking for Somnus. Now the disarm's out onto Paparazzi. DY coming over there with a Heavenly Grace. That'll help him survive. Chalice taking a lot of damage. Avoids the LSA. Goes for the Anchor Smash, but he'll still fall. And for 50 seconds, they've got Ghost back in 20, but instead they'll call GG. And Xtreme Gaming will take game number 1 over RNG.
This looked ridiculously convincing, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean that was a flag stamp, if anything, to say you were the #1 team in the qualifier for sure. That was